Hello and welcome, my friends, to Medellin, Colombia. We actually took a very long and very windy bus ride from Salento over to Medellin, and now that we are here, we are going to try to do a DIY day trip to Guatape. So with that, let's head on out.
Leaving all my worries are prepared.
So first item of business, we have to find ourselves a taxi because Ubers are actually illegal here. And so we are going to go to a square that should have lots of different taxis for us to call down. Looks like we got one. Buenos dias.
¿Cómo están? Whatever it was that held me back, I'm sure it wasn't true. Holding on too long on unresolved questions holds you down.
So we just finished our 2-hour bus ride and it was honestly super nice. We both got to take a nap, there was a good breeze going through, but now we're on the search for some food before we hike to the top of El Peñón. But it is so beautiful here. There's just a huge lake surrounding the entire area and I can't wait to see the view from the top.
I'm moving on and on.
So we just bought our tickets for El Peñón. Hopefully I'm saying that correct. Basically what this place is it's this gigantic rock formation. From the top you can see this incredible lake that completely surrounds the area because back in the 70s they actually built a dam here which created this lake, and now there's this huge tourism boom and it's honestly so beautiful. We got both of our tickets. One ticket is 20,000 Colombian pesos, and so it's about $5 US, and I'm really excited to start hiking to the top. We're already a seventh of the way there. So we have made it to the top of El Peñol, and it is definitely a lot of stairs, over 650 of them.
Yeah, we were definitely taking lots of breaks coming up. It was much needed, but making it to the top is definitely very worth it because you had 360 views of all of Guatape, and it is so beautiful. And we are here on a Sunday, so there are plenty of other locals joining us and enjoying the views, and it's just like a fun little celebration here.
Yeah, honestly the weather is perfect though. I don't really mind the sun, it's kind of nice.
Yeah, especially since we've been in like colder weather in Bogota and a little bit in Salento, so it's nice to bring out our short sleeves and get some vitamin D.
Yes.
So we are now descending back down the mountain and we are going to go explore the city of Guatape.
So we descended the stairs and we've made it back down. It was definitely a large crowd of people. You kind of had to wait in order to walk down. But it is so beautiful outside. We are now going to head over to Guatape, the city. It's pretty small. It's only a few blocks wide, but I'm really excited to see it. And wow, the view right now, look at this.
Just stay true to what's right for you.
We are taking a little breaky sitting at this rainbow table under a tree because I didn't realize how intense that hike up was, not because of the strenuous hike, but because of the people that are around.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely an introvert, and so I was just like, oh my gosh, there's so many people around.
And I would say I've definitely become an introvert. I don't think I used to be.
Probably because you lived with me in a van for like a whole year.
I think so.
And we're just so separate from people.
Right. So it was just intense to be around a lot of people, but I do have to say it was beautiful and very unique. Like, it's not every day that you get to hike this gigantic rock that overlooks this very interesting landscape. You really don't see like a flooded lake area that kind of looks like this. So
yeah, we were actually just talking like I wish we had a couple nights here rather than just going straight back to Medellin today because it's gorgeous and I love the mountains and I love the water. So if you are going to come to Guatape, definitely plan a couple extra nights and have yourself a good time. So we are now going to head over to the city of Guatape, which is apparently the most colorful city in all of Colombia, and I think we're gonna try to get a tuk-tuk there.
yes.
never know what will others say. Just find your way and try to stay true.
So the Umbrella Street was very busy. I think it's a popular Instagram spot, but now we've made it on a less busy street and it is so colorful.
A place where you would like to go. I've got cigarettes and brandy, which could come in handy.
We noticed that the dog is on the outside of the building and the dog is right inside.
They must really like their dog.
And they need some money.
So we've just stopped at a little restaurant so that we could get some drinks because it's hot outside and we are thirsty. So, very first thing, this is actually something we've been wanting to try for the longest time. It was on my Colombian foods to try list, and this is aguardiente, which translated means fiery water. And this is actually the national liquor of Colombia, and it's made out of sugarcane. So we're gonna give this one a try. Got a little shot of that. And then we also got a beer that is from Bogota, and it was just the cheapest thing that was on the menu. So we have one of these as well. Apparently the alcohol content on this is very, very, very high. So I'm just gonna do half of the shot because we do have to ride the bus later, and then we'll just share one shot of it. So first off, smelling it, it smells like sugar cane, but it also smells like anise seeds, which is really interesting. Whoops, I did more than half. I thought the pisco and Ica was way stronger than that, so that's actually not that bad. I thought it was gonna be like burning my throat. So everyone around us literally had one of these, and so I was like, I should get one too because maybe the locals really like it. And I think it's like a coconut milkshake, and then it has some star fruit on it, and it looks like dulce de leche with coconut flakes around the rim. Interesting. It tastes like a really good coconut milkshake, but with a lot of lime juice in it. So it's got a nice tang to it as well. Very tropical. All right.
So we are still very full from lunch, but we decided to get a little snack.
A little smack.
We decided to get a little snack for the road because we're gonna be on the bus for a few hours and we won't be back till about 8:30 p.m. So we got 2 little empanadas.
And they were only, what, one
It was like 50 cents total.
Yeah.
Was it all just a
The inside kind of has like a curry taste. Or at least mine does.
Yeah, the inside definitely has some potato in there. Pretty good though.
upstream the things that you said? Tell me and be honest. Tell me, did you know?
Oh. Muy bien. Wow.
Tell me and be honest. Tell me, should I've known that you'd believe in me so painfully?
Muchas gracias. So the next thing we got are these little chicken kebabs, and I believe there's a little bit of pork in between each one of them. And of course, you have the arepa. You can't escape the arepa with anything here, so we're gonna give it a taste. That's some really, really good chicken. I love it when any sort of meat is grilled, so this is really, really tasty. It came hot off the grill and immediately into my mouth.
Time is a healer, just you wait and see. The problem is for me, I need an eternity. So tell me and be honest, tell me, did you know that you would be leaving me just
So we have finally made it back after our 3-hour bus ride, which was supposed to be 2 hours. That extra hour was added because of a lot of traffic.
Looks like everyone was coming back to Medellin from Guatape on a Sunday night. Who would have thought? And so basically we have taken 4 long distance buses in Colombia so far. And there's something really interesting about the buses here. So once you have your seat on the bus, they kind of start driving, and then every now and then they'll actually stop and pick up some people who are on the side of the road who are selling goodies and treats, and then they will walk through the aisles and be like, you want some treats or anything? And then basically if you want some goodies, you'd hand them money, and then they'd exchange the snacks, and then they would basically hop out of the bus maybe like 3 miles down the road, and then I guess they just hop onto the next bus and continue on, and I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, they're like very nomadic, I suppose.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they just go from like one city and then back the other way. Don't really know how it works, but it's really interesting, and it's honestly really convenient because you have a constant roll of new snacks if you ever want some.
Yeah, and also they pick up a lot of hitchhikers that are just on the streets. I don't know how they like communicate to know that they would be there at that time, but they just like get on.
I don't think it's hitchhikers. I just think it's people that are trying to go a certain direction, so they will pick up those people that are waiting on the side.
Hitchhiker.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I just think of hitchhikers as like they're not like
they do have their thumbs out, or they're like waving them down.
Oh, I guess I didn't see it. Anyways.
Yeah, it's so funny because like, you know, we have our seats, we paid for the seats, and then they're just like 8 people around us just standing or sitting on the floor of the bus.
Yeah, so basically how it works is I guess they get a discounted rate on their bus ride, but they don't have a seat on the bus. So then they just sit or they hover and they fall asleep while holding onto the rail. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, so that was a crazy bus ride back, but it's really nice to be back in our Airbnb so that we can finally rest after a very eventful day. And we did want to talk about the cost of our DIY day trip to Guatape from Medellin. And we were actually pretty proud to say it was only $18 per person, and this is US dollars. And that includes all transportation and the entrance fee to the Big Rock. And so bus tickets, taxis, tuk-tuk, entrance fees, $18, not too bad. And then of course, like any food cost, that would be on top of the $18. But the food there is also like not that expensive at all.
Bad.
So unfortunately, we will not be able to explore Medellin too much because we kind of had to choose between Guatape and Medellin, and we actually chose Guatape just because so many people recommended it, and also the pictures were so beautiful on the internet, and we were like, we want to see that. And of course, we always choose nature over big cities. So overall, we were very happy with our decision, and then next time we will come and explore Medellin a little bit more and film it.
Yeah. But with all of that said, we will see you guys next time in a new and fun and exciting city because Colombia is amazing and we can't wait to keep sharing it with you guys.
Bye!
Leaving all my worries, I prepare for something new. Whatever it was that held me back, I'm sure it wasn't true.